Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ramage TV. Or is that how my intros usually go? With that being said, we're going to be going over Mandela effects that have occurred, or some of the old ones, some of the new ones, the meaning of it, and how it became known as the Mandela effect. So, without further ado, before we move on to our list of Mandela effects, I want you to click that like button, that subscribe button, and turn on that bell notification that lets you know when I post new videos. Thank you guys again. I appreciate all the support and everything. My last video blew up completely. Well, it's not a lot, but it's a lot for me. So, thank you guys. And yeah, if you're new here, please subscribe. Let your friends know, let your family know. Anyway, let's move on to the Mandela effects. Roll that intro. First off, we're going to start off with what the Mandela Effect is. Film producer Robert Evans famously said there are three parts to every story: your side, my side, and the truth. Evans had it right to some respect, as some people can mistakenly create false memories. This is the case for the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect occurs when a large group of people believe an event has occurred when in fact it actually hasn't. There are many examples of the Mandela Effect in pop culture today. The Mandela Effect got its name when Fiona Broome, a self-identified paranormal consultant, detailed how she remembered the former South African president Nelson Mandela dying in the 1980s in prison, although Mandela lived until 2013. Broome could describe remembering news coverage of his death and even a speech from his widow about his death. Yet none of it happened. If Broome's thought occurred in isolation, that would be one factor. However, Broome found out other people thought the exact same way as she did. Even though it never happened, she wasn't the only one who felt it. As a result, the Mandela Effect concept was born. With that being said, here are 10 of the world's most common Mandela effects. Let's start off with Mr. Monopoly's monocle. For decades, rich Uncle Pennybags, or Mr. Monopoly, had been the mascot for Monopoly, the Parks Brothers, now Hasbro, game that somehow made real estate exciting. Some insist Pennybags completed his top hat and business attire ensemble with a monocle, but that's not true. He's never worn one. People appear to be conflating this description with that of Mr. Peanut, the Planters mascot, who sports a single corrective lens. That's because our brain can easily take subjects with similar traits and blend them together. The next one on our list is Jiffy Peanut Butter. If you look forward to your school lunch breaks because your parent or guardian packed a Jiffy Peanut Butter sandwich, your childhood may have been a lie. While both Jif and Skippy brands have lined store shelves, there's never been a Jiffy brand. They may have had a false memory by incorporating elements in the reconstruction process of Jif and Skippy. The next on our list, Hello, Clarice. The tense meeting between imprisoned cannibal Hannibal Lecter and FBI agent Clarice Sterling fueled 1991's The Silence of the Lambs. Based on the Thomas Harris novel Hello, Clarice, has become the default line reading for people looking to imitate Anthony Hopkins' creepy Lecter. But the killer never says the line in the movie. Instead, he says, "Good morning," when meeting Sterling for the first time. People remember Lecter greeting Sterling and remember him saying Clarice, creating a false memory in a classic non-quote. Next on our list is the Fruit of the Loom label. How many of you have had this underwear or undershirt and realized it's a Fruit of the Loom logo? Many of you remember having a cornucopia of fruit, right? Some people have a fond recollection of a cornucopia of fruit label inside the popular underwear brand, but the fruit was never spilling out of a basket. It was always illustrated as a pile of fruit. This one got me thinking also. Next on our list, you're looking at a piece of painting. Leonardo da Vinci pops in your head. You're looking at the Mona Lisa. Is she frowning? Is she smiling? Is she smirking? Let that sink in for a second. Leonardo da Vinci's painting is among the most famous works of art in the recorded history. So why do many admirers insist that the portrait is frowning instead of describing her with her smirk? What do you think it is without looking or Googling up the answer? Leave a comment down below. Alright, I want you to go back in time, and I want you to remember the Publishers Clearinghouse. For this next one, Ed McMahon and the Publishers Clearinghouse. Do you recall the Tonight Show sidekick, Ed McMahon, showing up on doorsteps and handing oversized checks and balloons because they struck it rich in the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes? McMahon never made any house calls. He endorsed American Family Publishers. While the entities were similar, McMahon never appeared on camera as part of the prize patrol. This next one's for my Star Wars guys out there. Leave a comment down below if you watch Star Wars. C-3PO's golden moment. The Mandela Effect is strong in Star Wars fans, who sometimes err in the quote of filming dialogue, but also recall protocol droid C-3PO as having a gold-plated chassis. And he does, with a notable exception. The lower portion of his right leg below the knee is silver when we first saw him, a fact that sometimes surprises people who have seen the original trilogy dozens of times. Did you know that? Alright, where are my risky business fans out there? Remember Tom Cruise dancing in his underwear, a dress shirt, and Ray-Bans while Home Alone in 1983's Risky Business? Your brain got most of it right. If you watch the now iconic scene again, you may be surprised to see Cruise isn't wearing sunglasses. The mistake likely comes from seeing Cruise in the shades in the other scene or in the film's advertisement material. These next two are the most famous Mandela effects to this date. The Berenstain Bears fell spelling bee. The Berenstain Bears have been imparting life lessons for children in the series of illustrated books since 1962. The bears are even named after their creators, Stan and Jan Berenstain, meaning the name appears at least twice on the book covers. So why do some readers insist it's spelled Berenstein with an E instead of an A? You be the judge, which is real. And finally, before we get to number one, this one is the most popular Mandela effect. But if you stayed this long, guys, I really appreciate you staying this long for my content. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and let's see if I can turn this into a career. I really can't do this without you guys, so share this, like it, comment, whatever you want down below. I'll respond. Share it to friends, family, make sure they watch it. I'm gonna try to put up this video and another one this week, so I'm gonna try doing 2 videos every week now. And that's pretty much it, guys. You guys know where to follow me. I'll let Outro Rami G talk to you about that. So let's go to number one. And last, Kazam, not Shazam. The most startling example of the Mandela Effect. The widespread belief that the entire feature film exists titled Shazam, starring actor and comedian Sinbad as a genie. What people are recalling is probably Kazam, a 1996 comedy starring NBA great Shaquille O'Neal as a wish-granting mythical figure. Part of the confusion stems from the fact that Sinbad appeared in several children's films in the 1990s. One of them, First Kid, reportedly had a preview for Kazam on VHS release, which could have strengthened the tendency to reconstruct the actor as starring in it rather than Shaquille O'Neal. I for one remember Shazam. I don't know. Just me. What do you guys think? Alright guys, that's all the time we have today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Mandela Effects. Hopefully you guys didn't know them. Hopefully you guys were freaked out by them. Or hopefully you guys just had a good time. Alright guys, you know where to follow me. Snapchat. Everything is RamiGTV. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Steam. I'll leave a Steam link down below so you can add me if you guys want to play Hand Simulator, Among Us, anything. Discord, same thing. Alright guys, until next time, sweet dreams. Also, do I always say sweet dreams? Mandela Effect.